Right here? Yeah. Right. Okay. Wow, can't believe we're doing this. Okay. Are you guys familiar with Mafia?
Yes, we're familiar with the Mafia.
But we need a minimum of 4 people.
We can find 4 people.
Okay, the game is called Among Us. Among
Okay.
Us.
Yo, Sykkuno says yes. I said, wanna play Among Us with us? And he said in caps lock, yeah!
I'm pressing the play button. Oh my god, the audio's a little loud, just so you know.
Do you know where to put the camera?
Oh, you have to put it bottom middle to hide the freaking room code.
Hey guys.
Yeehaw!
Hey,
Hello, Sykkuno. Please download the game. Alright,
So what do we do in this game?
so you do task in the top left.
Oh, we're not supposed to talk at all.
What's your
Oh, right. We're not supposed to talk, but
Is this game like Mafia?
yes.
Join us! We need more people.
To like check out places. Hello.
Yo.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi!
Hello, friends.
Whoa, Peter! Whoa!
Oh, we have Miyoung in here.
Alright, I'm seeing this game and I'm interested.
If you kill me, you have to kill my son too.
Lily, I saw her hop out of bed.
Wait, no.
How do we win?
GG's everyone. That was a fun time with friends.
Yeah, that's a
Let's
pretty
do
fun
this
game.
again soon.
True.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Alright, thanks for playing.
So I'm this guy's Toast. Probably know me from my Among Us gameplay.
This guy's toast.
And I've been doing nothing but Among Us content for the last 8 months. And yeah, it's been a crazy ride playing Among Us. Figuring out who's sus all the time.
How did you find Among Us?
I came across Among Us. I was watching Twitch streams with my friend Miyoung. And normally I watch TFT streamers. So I was watching this streamer called Becca. And she switched from playing TFT that day to playing Among Us with like a bunch of other TFT players. And I thought it was really interesting. And looked a little scuffed, you know, these little people running around. There was like text covering the screen. It looked a little scuffed, if I'm being honest. But I immediately picked up that it was some kind of Mafia game that we usually play at offline TVs. And I remember Miyoung saying to me, this could be a good game for the friend group. I later found out it was played here and there by a lot of streamers. Soda Poppin, one of the first big streamers who started it. It wasn't like a huge back then, but a couple of streamers are just streaming it with their friend group. And later that week, we started our first Among Us lobby. We had 4 players, 1 imposter. I didn't even use the color cyan. I used the color green because normally that's my favorite color. I'm gonna be the green guy.
I really think teal color is the best.
I don't really know how I got pigeonholed into cyan. It was me, Skara, Lily, Sykkuno as the first 4 players in our group. And I think we were just talking out loud. We didn't know what the tasks were. We were just making stuff up. And more people joined us throughout the night. I think Pokey joined first, and then we had a full lobby. And that's how it all began.
Why do you think Among Us got so popular?
I think it was a perfect storm because COVID was like hitting its peak. Everyone was isolated, like you can't go out, everything's closed. Social-wise, nobody was interacting with anyone. And this was like when the meta was still kind of single players. Like it's not like it now where the meta is to play with other people. Everyone was starved for social contact, streamers and viewers. Like even though they're watching us play, like that camaraderie, that back and forth, that was essentially a way to substitute social interaction. The game itself is just fun, like simple too. Anyone can play. It's on the phone as well. Any mobile game always has an advantage. I think what made us special was the people in our lobbies. We had like, I don't know, 30 people that we play with. Everyone is so talented and so interesting in their own way. Like some are good at RPing, some are good at like the game killing, some are good because they're funny and the reaction to being accused is always so amusing to the viewers. So like, no matter what kind of player you are, our lobby had pretty much every type. smart people, you have the killers, you have ditzy ones, some quiet ones, loud ones, overconfident ones. It was like all this weird mashup of different communities. Like even big names got into it. AOC, like one of the most famous politicians in the States.
Toast was with me the whole time, but am I being marinated? Is that the term?
Lil Nas X, Logic, like, you know, rappers, and like K-pop stars from like popular K-pop bands. Like I met 3 of them. It's kind of insane. Like, it's not just weird that like League players were playing with Overwatch players, which was playing with Hearthstone players. It was such a variety across the world. And you know, we had a good group. Obviously, special shout out to Ray and Sykkuno. That's where the term Amigops origin came from.
A Toast invited me again. I think it's Toast and Jacksepticeye again. And I was like, wow, thank you. I feel very lucky that you're inviting me again. And then he said, you, me, and Sykkuno are the 3 amigos. You two will always be my first to invite for Among Us. And that just made my day. Isn't that so nice? Part of the 3 amigos. I don't know. It just made my day, so.
What if the 3 amigos here? This is so funny. The dynamic between us 3 was very interesting to people because Ray's like so energetic and she loves killing. Sykkuno loves trolling, but it's really smart, but it's also a bit of a simp.
Do you know the Russian word for grandma? It's
No.
babushka.
And then you have me, who's like, you know, the big brain detective kind of deal, the sarcastic one.
Ray, are you in the vent? Ray.
Yes. How'd you know?
Ray, I know you're in the vent.
How did you know?
People just love that interaction, and we met so many new friends that we still play with to this day, like Corpse, Jacksepticeye,
Bye, Toast!
Ludwig. There's so much people I can't probably name them all, but special shout out to, of course, Lily Pichu, who first introduced Ray and Sykkuno to each other and then brought them into our Minecraft server, so she kind of made that bridge that we see today.
So how would you say Among Us has changed your life?
Well, so August 1st, 2020, that's when we first played. I had 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube. I now have 3.5 million, so more than doubled. On Twitter, I had about 600,000 followers. I now have 1.3 million, more than doubled. On Twitch, the platform I don't stream on, besides like 3 times in the last 8 months, I had 1.3 million followers on Twitch, and now I'm at 2 million. So 700,000 followers on a channel that wasn't even streaming, because a lot of these viewers, they're in like other Twitch streams and they're like, oh, this Disguised Toast guy seems pretty smart. Let's watch his stream. Oh, he's not streaming right now, let me follow it. The game was so popular that 700,000 people followed a channel that didn't stream. Instagram went from 300 to 800, almost tripled. And Facebook went from like 600 to 1.5 million. So I've been streaming for about 5 years now, and the last 8 months doubled all my numbers. Like I essentially did it all again, but in 8 months. So it's kind of surreal to think about it, that Among Us was so big.
Over the course of your time playing, was there any drama with Among Us?
Drama, whoo!
Please
I
skip
think
this
we-
out.
No, it's X, it's X.
Toast. You think you're 5 head? That's
No, with 0 head because I just use my fucking eyeballs. The person you see on your admin is the dead body. If I was there, you would see 2 people.
No. I'm willing to bet my left nut.
No.
I knew it!
What did you know, Ninja? You didn't know shit.
I knew that.
Sorry for using my eyes. I don't need my brain for that shit.
Honestly, I think it is actually sad. People think that Toast is like a 5 in this game.
Send it over to me.
I'm a second Toast, I'm sorry!
Go to FedEx, chop it off, send it over to me. I'm gonna frame that shit on my wall.
Yeah, a lot. actually. I would go as far as to say like Among Us was like the #1 game that created drama during that time. Like in League of Legends, you just beef with other streamers, same with like other competitive games. But in Among Us, like, because you're going against your friends and you're lying to them and you're backstabbing them and you're making mistakes when you vote them out or you trust the wrong person, this is when it's all new to us. And a lot of people, quite a few people don't know how to process that. Like, Michael's a great example, Michael Reeves. He played a few games and Michael doesn't like Among Us because he does not like lying to his friends, right? And a lot of people were trying to learn at the beginning. Some of us, like who played Mafia more, slipped into it real easily. But no, there was quite a few conversations that were had off streams between people. Like people saying, hey, you know, hope I didn't come across too harsh. Or people just saying, hey, today you kind of made me feel really bad. And nobody wants to feel bad, but when you're lying to people, on top of chat, like our lobbies would have 100,000 viewers across all our channels. And when someone is wrong, they get like absolutely obliterated by everyone's chat. Like everyone just starts coming over to their streams and like insulting them. You have that on top of your personal relationships, on top of the game itself forcing you to lie. And you're trying to win, but at the end of the day, it's a game, and we understand that, and we try and make everyone happy. I mean, there are just straight up like rage fests. I yelled at Ninja.
I knew
What did you know, Ninja? You didn't know shit! You don't know shit!
But that was like kind of joke yelling. But I was obviously also like super emotional and invested in the games. And the big one is obviously the one that was really dramatic was against XQC. And that one got a lot of attention, got on like some forums of just us going back and forth. But you know, he's a competitive guy, but I'm also really competitive myself. But it's just part of the game. Outside of that, there's also the drama with the lobbies that are being made. I primarily was the one responsible to make the lobbies that you guys see. And unfortunately, with Among Us, there's only 10 slots. And I'm taking one of them, so there's technically 9 slots for me to dole out. And I said to Ray and Sykkuno, whatever lobby I make, you guys are always getting in. So now we're down to 7 slots. So 7 people out of like 100 of my friends. And not everyone made the cut every time. Not everyone was invited to the big lobbies. Not everyone got to interact with others, and it was hard sometimes because friends would be sad and disappointed, but they don't want to tell you that because they also understand, well, there's only 7 spots and Toast has to choose. But he didn't choose me, and that kind of sucks. And it does, right? And I tried my best to constantly like rotate people out and not just.
And I'm supposed to be reacting to the video, but this is the first time I'm seeing it too. So I'm just like really focused on it. Like, I remember what I said during the interview. But that's why I'm not like being able to react, because it's really good. Like, this is the first time I've seen it. My editors did a great job.
Just be like, the big lobbies, like, oh, we got Barack Obama, we got Taylor Swift, because at some point it did feel like that, where like the super big streamers are only inviting other super big streamers. And you know, when we started out, we didn't do it because big streamers are doing it. We did it because we wanted to have fun. So I try to have lobbies where I invite my friends. And it's really cool to see a lot of them become super successful as well over the last 8 months. And honestly, they all deserve it because they are the reason why our lobbies were so successful. It's people just say, oh, it's because Toast put them together, or he's got the big brain. But my videos and my content would not be interesting if it wasn't for the other players, the other people that I can bounce off of, the other people who are willing to go along with my shenanigans, the people who are willing to start their own shenanigans and have me foil them or have me go along with them, right? It was a group effort. Like, it's crazy to see, like, even new streamers. There was like a couple of people in our friend group that didn't stream that just became really popular through Among Us because people saw like the talent they had. One example is Tina. Tina didn't stream before Among Us. I think she streamed once in the past 3 years. And she was in Sykkuno's chat one day commenting, and we invited her. It's like, I mean, we need a fill. You want to join? And the first game I played with her, I'm like, this girl is, she's easy to fool. And that's great content. So I just kept inviting her. I remember specifically inviting her to the Ninja lobby. Because I'm thinking, Ninja, loud, boisterous, got a big platform, really confident. And then you have Tina, who's really timid and like trusts people blindly. And they got an imposter game together, and like it was one of the funnest moments.
I couldn't find Tina! Oh my god, Tina! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Even now she's successful, even though Among Us is gone, because she had it in her. And that's what, you know, we want to do, right? We want to. Good talent is hard to find, and we want to showcase that.
Do you have any like favorite standout moments from Among Us?
Standout moments. Definitely the imposter game where I marinated a streamer called Scissors. I don't think it even has an IQ in its title. It's like the greatest imposter game ever, where I gained the trust of Scissors by like sticking with him the entire time and sneaking out of his vision, like ever so briefly to do a kill.
You cannot
John,
get
where
away
did you
with
just come
that.
from there?
Did you
'Cause me
see
and
one
Toast were
body or
together.
two bodies?
Like my editor did a great job, made it look like some kind of thriller movie. And my partner was actually Hafu. I think it was her first week of playing Among Us. Like most of you might know Hafu from the morning lobbies. There's like a morning lobby and there's an evening lobby. And her crew is also like really big now because of her. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Hafu was my partner. She didn't get a lot of attention then because she was just starting to play Among Us. She didn't really get it, but she was just like killing on a rampage, and I was just following Scissors around.
Oh, I voted her out?
Like that was
Oops.
great. And it's good because Scissors, like, he was a good sport about it, and everyone was a good sport about it. Like moments like that is only possible if people are allowed to be fooled, and if we don't ridicule them for being fooled. If people aren't fooled, we're not gonna play Among Us. It's just math and logic at that point. It's not fun. And you know what made it interesting was that Scissors was confident, Hafu was killing, and Sydney, Sidian, as she is officially known as, was great because she was like being framed as the killer, right?
Jack, you're with Sydney right now! Okay, where is she? Okay. Oh my god, they split up! Wait, what is... No!
Alright.
So well played, Toast. Whatever, he wins.
Nah.
You're gonna vote. You're gonna vote me. Whatever, he wins.
Yes, I
Well
am.
played.
So you had an overconfident person who trusts an imposter, a guy marinating him, a killer on the loose, and someone who knows the truth and trying to convince people, but can't because like how it was all set up. It was like a movie. And I think that was my favorite game of all time. Great moments are just like collabs when we introduced mods, and there was like the Jester role was really helpful because eventually reached the point where I got voted out very randomly at times. Like if there was 8 people left and it's a safe vote, or 5 people left and it's a safe vote, a lot of times it would just be, hey, let's just take out Toast right now. Because if he's a bad guy, we win. And if he's a good guy, well, you know, we can still figure it out. So the mods helped a lot for a while.
How long did you think Among Us would last?
How long did you think Among Us would
I
last?
thought it was gonna last like 3 months. I remember having this conversation the first time I went back to Canada to visit. And that was in, what was that, in December? So like 2 months. And I said to my parents, like, yeah, we'll probably just last 1 more month if we're lucky. And like the whole time when it was blowing up, I had like anxiety about being a one-hit wonder kind of deal. Because we've seen games like that where like it pops off and like a big streamer pops off, but then the game dies and It's back to irrelevancy. Still probably my biggest fear is becoming irrelevant as a content creator. But we just kept playing and people kept watching, and like there was a big collab with PewDiePie because Jacksepticeye reached out to me on Twitter and he asked if I wanted to play Among Us. I was very starstruck because, you know, he's one of the OGs of YouTube gaming, right? And here I was, I just found this game that I played with my friends, and this guy's inviting me to play. And I said, yeah, I could invite a couple of my friends, like from Offline TV, Lily Pichu, and Pokimane, and Scar, and Michael. And thank God I had like cool friends. Be like, yeah, see, I know cool people kind of deal. And it was a lot of fun. And he said, oh yeah, I'll invite a couple of my friends. And he shows up with PewDiePie and Moist Critical, who I love watching, like even before I became a YouTuber, and Corpse as well. I feel like and then Ryan Higa was there, but we knew Ryan for a while now. Like it was like the kings of YouTube gracing us with their presence, and I felt like I didn't belong. Was talking to Pokey about this. It's like I feel like I'm sitting at like the cool kids table, and I shouldn't really be here because it was probably gonna be a temporary thing, but it felt nice. And Pokey reassured me that, you know, I do belong at the big kids table, but even now it still feels kind of surreal to think that, oh yeah, you know, I play Valorant with Jack and Ryan all the time kind of deal. Yeah. Just anxiety. A lot of anxiety over the longevity of the game, because it doesn't feel like it's just my career on the line. It's all of my friends' careers. And yeah, a lot of pressure to do well, to find new situations, to be as fair as possible. So yeah, a lot of stressful nights, but it was worth it.
So a lot of people are curious, why did you stop playing?
Why did I stop playing Among Us? So yeah, I've been uploading Among Us content every single day for 8 months. Never, I don't think I ever missed a day besides like maybe posting a Minecraft video here and there. I stopped at the beginning of May 2021 because, well, I ran out of content. And I remember I was playing in a lobby with Hafu. And I was thinking to myself, well, I hope I get some good content today because my editors told me we're going to be running out soon. And the whole time, I was just completely mentally checked out. Like, I had no investment in the game. The only interest I had was when I was imposter, but even then, it was pretty hard to even get kills, but I wasn't invested in it, and I realized, like, at some point, someone wanted to jump in, and my first instinct was like, please, take my spot, because it reached a point where I feel like I've been in every single possible scenario in Among Us. Every single 50-50, every single kill, every single vent play, every single marination, every single strategy I can think of. Like, because the fun part about Among Us is constantly developing strategy. Like, we did stack kills at the beginning, and we didn't do stack kills after a while because we figured out it's like, well, it just isolates the imposter. We did like vent sabotage and then vent back strategies, and then we got smart to that because we learned how to use admin. And it was just this constant one-upping, but it reached a point where I can't think of anything new to do. Like, either I get lucky with a kill, or we invite a new player and I convince him I'm innocent. But strategy-wise, I've been in every scenario. And it feels like a movie that's been played out that you've watched like 100 times. Like, I can see everything happen before it happens. And yeah, that's when I decided to stop, because I played Among Us to figure things out. Like, who is the killer, or how do I get away with murder, right? And it was a lot of fun detecting pattern in people's behavior. Like, for example, Corpse really likes to slow kill. And when you accuse him of stuff, he generally will be defensive if he didn't actually do the kill. But like that's a tell, and like it's up to me to find stuff like that, and it's up to him to like slowly adjust and throw me off. And it's like a game of cat and mouse. But when you play with like the people I play with for, I think 1,000 hours plus, you've seen everything. Like they've lied in every single possible way they can. And yeah, the game just felt solved to me, and it eventually became like a performative thing. Like we got pigeonholed into these personalities that people want to see. Like, oh, Toast is sarcastic and big brain. Ray is like, you know, chaotic and bloodthirsty, and Sykkuno likes to troll, and like we kind of became more like actors than people playing a game, because there's just nothing left to solve. The only thing left to do was to like RP it, like role play almost. And I think role playing is fun, and we did it for a while, but it's not why we loved playing Among Us. So that's when I decided it's time to at least not play it like every single day. I'm not like completely quitting Among Us, because I think socializing with friends is great, but definitely stop playing it as like my main game. I would love to revisit it like a couple of times every month, just to like chase that nostalgic feeling and just socialize with friends. But it's reached its peak for me as a main game. And if they add something new, of course I'll check it out again.
So then I have to ask, what's next?
What is next? I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of taking a break right now in our friend group. Some people are playing Grand Theft Auto. Some people are playing like Valorant, League of Legends. But we did talk about Minecraft, which is something we played before Among Us. We were playing Minecraft during Among Us, and then Among Us just pulled us all away. And any game where we get to socialize with each other is great. I think one of the best things to come out of Among Us is that people realizing that it's okay to stream with your friends. It's okay to play with other people. You don't have to be like some top level hardcore gamer grinding away at like a single game to be popular. And like we tried a bunch of different things. We did Rust as well, and it was like a huge deal in the streaming space, because like everyone wanted to play. And I hope that whatever we do, people keep watching and we all stay connected. And that has been the case so far. All of us still play games together, just not as often, because different games appeals to different people, but we still have that connection we made during Among Us. As for me, I have no idea. Start posting on TikTok, reach the young people. It's really weird, and I cringe at myself every now and then. I'm sure we'll come up with something. Like with the amount of attention we got over the past year, I think anything we do will be fun, because you know it's a great group of people. That's the story of Among Us.
Taking out trash when I saw a cutie with a big mustache. He drew me in with his slick disguise. Now my stomach's filling with butterflies. My friends all think I'm off in the head, 'cause I'm in love with a slice of bread. I want a French toast.
You guys remember the key, right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want a French toast. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want a French toast. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want a French toast. Whoa, 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 whoa. a French
Oh, you've
toast.
been together the whole time.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Sweet like syrup, thick like jam. My heart's melting like butter. I don't give a damn. I want a French
willing to bet my left
toast. I want a French toast. I want a French toast. Oh, I want a French toast. Oh, I want a French toast.
GG's everyone. That was a fun time with friends.
Yeah,
Let's
that's a
do
fun
this
game.
again soon.
True.
Yep.
Bye guys. Thanks for the games. Oh, that's so sad. Oh god, that's so sad. Oh man.
Oh!